If I told you that I wanted to throw my phone in the trash, what would you think? It's a brand new phone. Ah, ah, ah. So, hello. How is everybody today? I'm trying not to be stressed. I am trying so hard not to be stressed. Yeah, I mean, like, my life is good. What in the world do I have to be stressed about? Apparently, Facebook. Facebook is what I have to be stressed about. You wouldn't think. You wouldn't think. Anyway, so I was trying to do a Facebook Live the way I've done Facebook Lives for, I don't know, a long time. And so now I have a brand new phone and now it doesn't want to work. So I did find some helpful advice and somebody told me to go to a different app and use it to, anyway, you don't care. If you do care, email me and I'll tell you how I fixed it. But my word. So, let me tell you about my afternoon. I had the most delightful afternoon. I spent the afternoon stamping with a friend. I just love her to bits. And she texted me and said, "Can I come to your house and stamp?" And the answer is almost always a resounding yes, absolutely. You can come to my house and stamp as long as I'm not busy doing something else. And today I was not. So we stamped. Yay! I love it. So we are going to play with this stamp set, the Fluffiest Friends. And this stamp set is part of the online exclusives. And now, online exclusives may sound a little bit, I don't know, daunting, weird. All online exclusives mean is it's not in a printed catalog. That's all it means. Do you know, like IKEA, when you go to IKEA in person, they don't have all of the things in the IKEA store, although you would think so because, you know, it's as big as like 11 football fields. But absolutely everything that IKEA produces is not in the store. So absolutely everything that Stampin' Up! Produces is not in a catalog. Some things are just online, and this is one of them. Although, right this minute, it's only available for demonstrators. So if you're not a demonstrator, you'll have to wait till next month. Or you can sign up and put it in your starter kit. Ha! So during the month of October right now, the Stampin' Up! Starter kit is $65. That's all. 65 puny little dollars. I know it's not really puny, but you can put this in your starter kit. And it comes with dies. All the dies. Look, there's a little, oh, look, you get a sneak peek of my little things I made. So, there's a, you can make a hive. There's a little beehive. There's leaves. There's all kinds of dies. Anyway, look at these little guys. Look at how adorable they are. So I went to another friend's house last night and we stamped. Like, I'm just a stamping addict. But look at these things. Look at how absolutely adorable these little creatures are. Look at this bear. He's got a little pot of honey. I should color him like Pooh Bear. I don't know how to color like Pooh Bear, and he doesn't have a red shirt on, so it's not Pooh Bear. And this is not a cat. This is like a little chipmunk, I think, because the cat has a flower pot. I didn't stamp the cat because I didn't have room on my paper last night. So anyway, we're going to play with a different, watch this. Another thing I did today was re-ink my Memento ink pads, so we'll see how well they work. Because my Memento ink pads really needed help, and so now I think they need help in a different way, but we're going to play with them anyway. I'm going to use this one, the flowers. And we're going to make just a cute little simple card. See, now it's like uber dark. Whatever. I'm just going to go with it. Now I need a piece of scrap paper. because it's going to go off the edge. And I don't want to stamp on my background. Okay, so look at that. Just little flowers. Aren't they adorable? Love these little flowers. Right here. And then I'm going to stamp these little busy bees. The busy bees. Because they are also adorable. So, last week I went to Boston. A friend of mine had to go to Boston, well, Nashua, New Hampshire, for work. So I tagged along, and we went to Boston for a couple days, and we goofed off and hung out, and it was fun, and I loved every minute of it, even the 10-mile walk that was supposed to be a 3-mile walk that turned out to be, wow. And then, what else did we learn? How to ride the train. What they call it, you have to get a Charlie card to ride the T. I think they call it the T. I don't know what to call it in Boston. Nothing has the same name because, you know, they gotta have different names. Okay, here's the other thing that we're gonna do today. You know, I always use Stampin' Blends. We just use Stampin' Blends. Have you used the Stampin' Right markers? So they redid the Stampin' Right markers. Okay, so they still have the brush end. They've always had the brush end, and now on this end, it's a bullet tip, just like our blend markers, right? Oh my word. This bullet tip is amazing. What color is this? Granny apple green. So that's what I'm going to use. Because there's not a lot of blending going on these little flowers. So I am just going to use the Stampin' Right markers. Now, the Stampin' Right markers have the same ink as our ink pads, so you can refill these, right? We may as well use them. And we have one of each color. So I have 50 Stampin' Right markers, right? One in each color. So we may as well use them, right? And I hadn't used them yet. I'm like, I may as well. So I'm going to use the bullet end just because it's kind of small. I don't know. I like the bullet end. Maybe I'll try the other end. The other thing that's supposed to be awesome about these is they don't bleed through. So if you wanted to just stamp on your card, right? And you didn't want to, with our blends, they bleed through. See, that's blends. They bleed right through so you can see them. So if you wanted just to stamp like on a note card, do super simple stamping, you could just use these Stampin' Right markers and then you wouldn't have to put a layer. We always layer because there's a helicopter flying over my house. I don't know what that's about. We always layer because that's the Stampin' Right markers bleed through. So with this, you don't have to layer. Ooh, some of these are kind of dark. So that's the Moody Mauve. It turned out really dark. Let's try Pumpkin Pie. I wonder what it would look like. I bet it would be cute if we did all one color flower. Like we could make them all yellow. We could make them all daisies. If we wanted. But you can do whatever you want. It's your card, right? Am I frozen? Oh no. Me and Facebook have not been getting along. I'm going to try it with a brush tip now. So I'll upload this if something happens and you miss out. I'm going to upload this on what's it called? YouTube. So you can watch it over there later if you want. I think I need lighter colors. Lighter colors. Flirty Flamingo. Is that one dark? Let's see. So if you like dark, vivid colors, the Stampin' Right markers are for you. Because they all seem to be pretty vivid. And they might even be like more vivid than, what is this? Lemon Lolly. Lemon Lolly. Let's see. Oh, I like the Stampin' Right Lemon Lolly. Look at how pretty that is. Stampin'. Let's make the bees Lemon Lolly. Bees. Bees. Okay, what color? What other color do we need? I need 3 more colors. I have 50 to choose from. You wouldn't think I'd have a problem picking. Some of them I think are just going to be too dark though. Ooh, Pool Party? No, it's not Pool Party because it's Coastal Cabana. Ooh, that one's a pretty one. Okay, then what? One more. Azure Afternoon. And then we'll need to find Daffodil Delight. Where's Daffodil Delight? And we'll put Daffodil Delight in the middle of all of these. And then I'll show you, I'll find the black one. There's a black marker too. You know, you can get these markers in a set. You can get the whole set of them. It's a lot. It's like $100 and some odd. I don't remember exactly how much the whole set is. But if you wanted to, and you had a huge order, you could put it in your starter kit. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's too much. You can, okay, now I'm having a disagreement inside my mind with myself. The bee has a pointer on one end and like 2 things on the other. I'm trying to decide in my head which is the front and which is the back of the bee. Part of it looks like a beak, but then that's a stinger. Is the stinger on the front of a bee or the back of a bee? The stinger's on the back of a bee. So is that the back? It must be the back. The stinger's on the back. Okay, so the stinger's on the back. Like it's so tiny. Is anybody really going to know? Is anybody going to tell me that my bee is flying backwards? Well, I hope not. I'm just making little dashes to show that the bee's flying. Because bees fly crazy. They don't fly in straight lines. And I'm using the black Stampin' Right marker to do it. Just little tiny lines. So there, silly bees flying around. So these little bees need one more thing because they're bees. So they need a little bit of shiny because they're bees. So Winka Stella to the rescue. There goes our shiny bees. Now we need a sentiment. Well, I had one earlier and I think I've put it away. So let me grab it. It is, where did it go? Charming Sentiments. That's what I wanted. Charming Sentiments. So, I think I just used that one. How about Hey There? Hey there, what's new? Hey there? Let's see. How big is it? Hey there. I think I like that. So I think I'm going to cut it out and pop it up. What you think? Because, I mean, this comes with dies. I may as well use them. Right? So, what else interesting happened? Nothing, not a lot. So those markers, these markers, I store them upright. It says for the blends markers that we're supposed to store them sideways. And I think that the one, see, now my ink pad's going to give me grief. I just re-inked it, and I'm trying not to stress about my ink pad. Yeah, this isn't working out very well. It's the photopolymer. Hang on just a minute. They tell me to do something with it. They tell me to Versamark. I need Versamark. I need to, what do they call it? Condition it. So these markers we store straight up and down. Because you can re-ink them. So if it's low on ink, then you re-ink it. So the blends markers we store flat because you can't re-ink it. So if you do it this way and all the ink runs down to one end, then you're just kind of out of luck. Which is too bad. I wish we could re-ink art, but we can't. Okay, so let's see if that worked. That didn't seem to work very well either. Okay, this is my fault because I re-inked this thing and now I don't know what to do with it. I have 12 of these. Maybe not 12. Maybe 6. Maybe it's this stamp set. Maybe we'll stamp it in a different color. I don't remember what color I used for the... What color did I use for the leaves? Granny apple green? Doesn't really look granny apple green. If you think that you're the only one that struggles, you're not. I guess the sentiment's going to be in green. It's not really what I had planned. But me and my ink pads are not getting along. Now I have to figure out which one of these goes with this. That one? Well, that was a good guess. Hey there. I'm going to use a little bit of tape to tape this on here because otherwise it's never going to line up. You have to be really careful with this one lining it up. Okay, let me get my stamp cut and emboss machine out. Get it out of the way of that so I don't bang my hand. Okay. I'm going to have to figure out what to do about my ink pads, my Memento ink pads, or maybe it's the stamp set. I'm not sure. Hey there. There we go. Okay, so we'll add this on our card, and then we'll get some embellishments out. And I have all different kinds. I'm trying to peek over there and see which embellishments I want. And I have no idea. And I'm thinking that I'm going to need little bitty pieces of this because this is not a big sentiment. It's kind of small. And then we'll layer it and we'll make it all pretty. Hey there. Like, just want to say hey. Don't lose your die. Don't tape it to something and then throw it away. That'd be bad. Bad news, bad news. Don't do it. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to layer it on black because it just makes it pop a little bit. Pop. And then I guess I'll use that Granny Apple Green, since that's what I used for the sentiment. And we'll put it all together. Look at that. And I think, do I have some Granny Apple Green embellishments? So I have all my embellishments on here. So I love these little guys. These are, it's an Avery pocket. And it's for passports. If you Google it, Avery pockets for passports or something, you can find them. But they are, oh, those guys? Or these guys? Oh, so pretty. Now I have to pick, because there's two embellishments that are perfect for this. Those are kind of neato too. Oh, now I'm stuck. I'm not even done with the, there's so many. Those are pretty too. Blooming pearls. Okay. Ah! Flat or not flat? Flat or not flat? I'm going to go with not flat. Look, there's one on my finger. Put it back. Put you back. Put you back. Oh, you know what I found out? Is it this one? It's this one. So, you know, we have the take your pick tool, which I was never really fond of. I am more fond of it now, and I'll tell you why. So I always thought that the take your pick tool, the pokey part of it was not very good. And it still is not very good. There's a pokey part that comes with the take your pick tool. It's not very great. But now there is an additional crafter's tips, I think they're called, that you can order. And there's a razor blade, I think, on one of them. And then there's a rotary tool that kind of puts like stitching. And then there's this. I'll show it to you. I'll show you how well it works in a minute. Because like our old pokey tool, I need to fold this. You can actually use it to pick things up. This one, I thought the other one was too dull. This one's great. I got my layer wonky, but I bet whoever gets this in the mail will be okay with it. Okay, so watch. See how pokey it is? Like, it's pokey. I guess it's a paper piercer. I don't know what the technical term for it, but it picks up pokey things, or picks up embellishments very well, and I like it. So we're going to use 5, because you have to use an odd number. I mean, you don't have to, but it's aesthetically pleasing. Don't ask me to spell that, please. Okay, so these are the 2022-2024 in color pearls. Those are gorgeous. Okay, so there it is. So I used this. So the Fluffiest Friends, you would never know it, but that's the stamp set I used. But here's the other little guys that come in the Fluffiest Friends. And aren't they just the cutest? One of my other ideas is just to put this guy down here and just put a sentiment. I don't know what, but just leave him there in the corner of the card with a sentiment that says, I don't know, maybe, hey there. I don't know. I'll figure something out, but I just think they're adorable. This little guy with his little heart and the little bluebird. Isn't he cute? So many things to play with in this Fluffiest Friends stamp set. So, thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit this afternoon, and I will catch you guys later.